Oh, that's nice. What was I gonna say? That's good.
Am I too loud or?
No, you're good.
Okay.
I need you to do something for me though. I need you to tell me that my dental appointment on Friday is nothing to be worried about because I am like
It's it's nothing to be worried about.
I'm worried about like a million different things.
There's I mean, so it's just a cleaning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll clean your teeth, and they might give you a filling if you have a cavity, but you don't have to do it that day. You can do it another day because they would have to give you some sort of
Well, I can't do it that
uh
day for sure because I don't have insurance for it until July.
okay. Well, yeah, I mean, it'll be okay.
I'm just more worried about if I have like receding gums or something. But Michael said that he has
Don't
them and
worry.
it's not even a remotely big deal. But I don't know. It
It's
just
not.
freaks me out.
It's not.
They're acting like you're gonna lose bones and die. It's just that I look too much on the internet. Uh,
You do.
yeah, I'm a hypochondriac, so. My dad is officially a diabetic as of today.
Who?
My dad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, he said it's high right now. You're officially a diabetic, but I'm not gonna make you take any insulin or anything or take any pills for 6 months. Come back in 6 months and we'll check your numbers. But that's essentially what he's done for like the last 4 years, and my dad's numbers have gone up every year.
Well, it's good to know that you have diabetes, but it's more like a I don't know if I told you this before. It's like your over your lifespan, your insulin resistance goes down,
Right. So you gotta
and
adapt
your
with the way
body's
you eat. But my dad never
your
did.
body's your body's not able to produce as much, so you have to have help from the outside. But it's sort of like, they call it diabetes, but like at the beginning stage, it's if you diet and exercise, it's not a big deal. But if you don't, then your insulin resistance goes down further and further and further until
Right.
you die.
So
So
that's what he was telling my dad. He's like, well, he's been telling him for a long time. If you start taking better care of yourself, you lose some weight. It's not going to
right,
be as big a deal.
can
But
yeah, you can basically change your diet to the point that your insulin is fine and it doesn't affect you. But if you're drinking a lot and eating a lot of sugar and bread, it's just going to get worse and worse.
well, his biggest issue is he drinks a lot of beer and soda. One of the lucky things that I do is I do not drink a lot of soda. I don't drink a lot of beer. I probably eat white bread, and I don't really eat sugar that much. Every now and then, but so I mean, I'm gonna have a lot of the same issues he has. So just waiting for it to come. So we're on Willie Adamas.
Uh, yeah,
I saw that you
the
did some
names
great work.
reverted.
Yeah, to
I did what?
alphabetical. You did some good work here. I've
Yeah,
seen it. I mean, like we
yeah.
could
Well, I taught the
search
names,
for the next one if you wanted to, but I don't know if that's.
and it doesn't. It doesn't matter. The whole point of this was so we don't have to pull up the page again. So,
I just
um,
have the page sitting here, so whatever. But yeah,
oh,
I mean, not to discredit how much work you did. You did quite a bit. This is great.
Willie Adamas is fine. But he so these are going to be sort of mixed all over the place, and have to make sure shouldn't be an issue for the ones that they have ranked here, but we have to make sure that they are full-time players.
Which Willie Adamas
I
is.
think all of these are, but
Yeah, let me
so
scroll through real fast. I don't know about Jorge Alfaro.
yeah, he's their main catcher, but I don't know if I'd call him
Or John Birdie.
full-time.
Well, he's not going to be full-time on anyone's roster. I don't know about... Is Dylan Carlson going to start? I guess so in center.
I would think so because the Cardinals don't have much in the way.
Or of
So I
anything?
don't think so.
Alex
Huh?
T. I said of anything.
Of anything, their offense is pretty thing.
Who the fuck
So-
is Andres Jimenez Texas's catcher?
No, that's the shortstop for the Mets.
Is he a rookie?
No, he's been around
Who the fuck? I don't.
a few
Okay.
years.
Randall Grichuk is still with Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
Is Mitch Haniger healthy?
I think so.
Because didn't he have
Yeah.
some sort of issue last year? All right. Aaron
'Cause
Hicks
I think-
is not really.
I think. Well, we'll have to check on the health. I think all but maybe the last 10 or so are like pretty much locked down starters, but we'll just have to make sure. I mean, well, I guess none of them are locked down for sure, but most of them should be okay. But yeah, we're getting into the fringes here. So
Yes, Jock Peterson hit a home run today, so
well, good.
good for him. And so did Rizzo.
Well, that's good.
Oh, I like the Will Smith LED. That's very.
Yeah, that's before I
Awful,
made the
dude.
picture sheet.
Ooh, so there's a new sheet.
Yeah, it's at the bottom where it says hitters and pitchers.
Oh, God, this is why I'm unemployable.
But the pitcher stuff is going to be fucking complicated. So
Brent Suter.
I don't even know how that's going to.
I think
go
it
down.
basically just
Like
breaks down to us looking at their averages and being like, they're good.
I have 209 listed. I could probably find more.
I don't think it's
a
necessary.
fucking lot.
It's a whole fucking lot.
You can't predict holds and saves, and the only, like relievers are volatile, even the best ones. But the only guys that are really like safe are Chapman and Hader, and everybody else is like,
Like,
I don't know. Even Devin Williams, as good as he was, he's
Liam
just a
Hendricks.
rookie. So
Like, my dad had Liam Hendricks. He was like, wow, look at what I got. And I was always like, ooh. I feel like he can really, like, get belted every now and again.
yeah, he just hasn't done it long enough. Like Sean Doolittle in 2019 or not 2018 had the best season of any reliever in baseball. Was just unhittable, and in 2019 fell off the edge of the earth, and he wasn't even on the radar last year.
Who was that?
So that was Sean Doolittle.
Okay, yeah.
So any of these guys, Devin Williams, Karinchak, they can all fall off like nothing just tomorrow.
Right.
So maybe not Chapman, but so it's going to be very difficult to rank the relief pitchers, but we'll try. Anyway,
I have a 4 for Willie Adames' hitting stat. He's a pretty consistent hitter between. His best season was 270. Are you making fun of me again? 254 and 259, lifetime 262. So I think that fits right in the pocket. Now, he had one terrible strikeout year, which we probably can go ahead and wait a second. Did you do something to make the stats like follow?
yeah, you go to
Dude,
let's
that's
see, where's it at?
fucking great.
Freeze, view, freeze row at the top. Yeah.
That's
Probably-
fucking great.
Also, if you go to the thing at the top, the sum,
Mm-hmm.
that little E-looking thing at the end, and you click sum, or you highlight all the categories, and then sum, and it will put the sum in the total.
Will that do that now? Like always?
You can, but I don't know how to make it automatically do it. But it's easy to do manually.
So would I just like go to Willie Adames, click 71, and click the Sigma sign and hit sum? Is that Sigma? It's not Sigma, is it? No. What is it? Epsilon?
Epsilon. You highlight. So you go from the average through RBIs. Just highlight all of them,
Okay.
and then click sum, and it'll give the sum in the total
Gotcha.
row.
Is that why it has the kind of
Um,
gray boxes in total now?
I don't know why that happened.
Okay.
They just went green. I don't
I'm
know.
gonna be honest. I like it, so whatever. But do you? I'm gonna go ahead and also put a 1 for K's for him, unless we think he'll be a little bit better. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. I'm very excited.
Yeah, no, no. He's gonna strike out a lot.
I had him on my team. He's actually a. I don't know.
He's got talent.
His. I think it was his runs last year that kind of caught me. There was something about his game that I was like, oh, maybe doubles. It could have been doubles. 15 was pretty good. I mean, that would have put him on
Yeah.
course for like 40.
Yeah, in an extra base hit league, that's pretty nice. So yeah, I think 4 an average is fine. 1 in strikeouts. On base percentage is going to be
Let's see what he had last year.
probably not good.
No, I would imagine not. His on base last year was 332. He was projected to have a 311. I'm sorry, 295 lifetime 311. His 329. So I mean, he's pretty consistent. This is like who he is, I guess.
So yeah, it's what, a 3.
Yeah, it sure is. Ain't it?
I mean, he's 25, so we can still expect some improvement. Are you putting in the numbers tonight, or am I doing it?
I'm very scatterbrained and not like what's the word I'm looking for? Disciplined, where you are very disciplined. So I think it's better left in the hands of someone who is good at things.
Who can press numbers on a keyboard?
Yeah, but then I'll get carried away and I'll start talking about some other shit and I'll be putting numbers in the wrong boxes.
That's why there are 2 of us.
You got to keep me in line.
Well, I can't count. I miss every time I try. So
To be fair, I counted twice, so all the time. I make mistakes and then I count it again, and it's fine. It's just a repetitive thing. Anyway, we're on to slugging, right? 481
Yes,
slugging
sir.
last year, but 426 over his career, and he had a projected 395. So something. It's probably his lack of exit velocity that does it.
yeah, he's not hitting the ball hard, and feel like, let me check, but I feel like he was hot last year, and I feel like it kind of came out of nowhere. Like he went from like a free agent player to like a pretty safe starter, and yeah, I don't know what really brought it on. So yeah, I think there's nothing really to back up the slugging. He's fast, but he's not hitting the ball hard, and he's playing at a pitcher's park. So
The only thing is
3
that
for slugging for me.
the gap power, but without the speed, it's limited. So yeah, 3 sounds good. Can you do me a favor and go into Philip McCracken and go into lounge, because Colin just wants to join our server while we talk.
Where's lounge at?
So go into PM on the left hand side where it says PM in like your I don't know what you want to call them. Okay, you're good. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah,
Nice.
I'm
Okay,
in.
it's working this time. Great. So Colin should just come in here and probably jump into this as well. So you're probably going to get a lot of random comments and like tangential subjective comments like, oh, he's really bad. You'll get a lot of that.
Okay. Well,
You've been struck by a smooth criminal. Anyway, continuing. He also might be eating his McDonald's in your ear. But I digress.
Well, I'll leave the call and care to you.
The Colin care? Yeah. He does demand care, so you're right. Homers, he had 8 last year. Probably puts him at 3. And with the horrendous strikeout rate, bad exit velocity, I don't see, you know.
Yeah, he's a gap hitter, like you said.
Was he a top like 5 prospect at one time? He was pretty high, right?
I don't.
Or was it the other
know.
guy that was with Tampa Bay or is still in their system? There was a shortstop.
Wander Franco.
That's maybe who I'm thinking of. Yes.
He's the number 1 prospect in baseball. Yeah.
Do you think he's the number 1 prospect?
Everybody else does, but I don't know. I mean, so yeah, if Willie Adames doesn't have his shit together, he's not going to be playing for very long.
We salute you. Do your best. I'm so proud that you've learned all this shit and you're teaching it to me. This is great. This is exactly why, like, companies be like, you be working with this shit or nah? Because this is great.
Who are you talking to?
You.
Are you talking to the State Farm man?
No, I actually today got another guy, and this guy actually is another home run, like, gonna win us the case guy. That's fucking awesome. That's 2 in a row. I'm on a fucking hot streak. So we're at stolen bases. He had 2 last year, 4, 6, 12 in like 300 games, 291.
Yeah.
So that's like, what is that, like 6 a year or something more?
Yeah. I would. Yeah. So that's a
He's slow.
2 to 3.
Yeah.
Well, no, he's like 83rd percentile. But if there's a difference, I would give him the high side because he plays for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, give him a 3. That's fine. He's projected to have 69 runs. He had fake numbers. 29, 69, 43. That would have put him around like 70 some runs. But I would probably tend to be around like the 60 to 75 range probably.
Yeah, we're assuming he's not going to hit or get on base, so
It's like a 3. Yep. Ribbies. He had 23, 52, 34, so that would have put him in like the 50 range. He's like a 2 or 3. And we don't think he's really going to hit, so like a 2.
yeah, we haven't really gotten into the 2s for RBIs because that's like not even a full-time player.
Alberto Mondesi and Kettle Marte.
Yeah. So a 2?
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
It's not good, Mark. It's not good.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Anybody with a 36% strikeout rate is doomed.
All right, show me your magic. Show me this totaling.
Oh, okay. Let's see if it works this time.
Oh, no, I think he finally did it, Mark.
What?
I think he did it. Oh, he
Did
did.
what?
He fucking did it. He's worse than Mondesi. Oh.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Wow.
Never thought this day would come. Hi, Colin.
Hi, Colin.
He's here. I'm pretty sure I heard him. And also it says he's in the lounge, but maybe he's just working on his sound. All right. Jorge Alfaro.
I like the randomness of this alphabetical order because it's going to be.
I have a feeling that Jorge Alfaro might just be below Willie Adames. Might just be.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's a catcher, and
Ooh, that strikeout, right? Ooh.
it's still coming up.
His sprint speed is 80?
He's not slow.
God damn. Jorge. God damn, Jorge. Batting average, he's a lifetime 262, but hit 226 last year. Why did I say 226? I don't know. This is the first person I have seen, by the way, who at one point in his career had a negative launch angle. -4 in 2016. I'm not quite sure what to make of that. He never barreled the ball and hit a 75.2 exit velocity in 65.
Well, maybe Maybe Juan Pierre was their hitting coach. Because that's what he used to do.
Is that like chopping the
Drive
ball?
it into the just drive it into the ground. Yeah.
Tomahawking motherfucking shits? Holy shit. His expected batting average was 223, career 241. I'm assuming he's kind of a 230 to 250 kind of guy. So like a 3.
There's just not much here. I mean, this is not even a rosterable player. Really,
This
just
is
barely, maybe.
I mean, if he can steal some bases, I'll be getting Alfaro on my team. God damn. I'm glad you did this. This makes it more entertaining. 'Cause this guy's ass.
It's just a lot of this. A lot of this is not going to require debate. It's just like
No.
fill in the number.
It's not gonna. Colin, is that you just fucking with your mic? I'll kill you. All I hear is someone punching their microphone. On base percentage, he's a lifetime 316, 280 last year.
It's a 2.
It's a 2. Okay. You know, I like.
I mean, there's for the players up at the top like Kyle Tucker, we might give the benefit of the doubt because we don't want to mess up. I don't give a shit about Jorge Alfaro. Let's just go.
No, the sad part is I don't think his mother does either. 344 last season slugging, 416 overall expected, 383, 432 over his career. I'm not exactly sure why. He had 2 doubles last year, but there's only 100 plate appearances. 3 home runs, so that's like 5 combined slugging elements here. I don't know. He's a fucking 3 or something. He could be way below that too, but I think just 3. He had 2 home runs last season, so. Oh, sorry. He had
2.
He had 3 home runs last season. Yeah, that's fine. His
Strikeouts is a 1.
I think you're more disappointed in him than he is. Fucking 1. Stolen bases, I'm assuming. Well, actually, he's fast, right? He had 2 last year, 4 the year before. A 9 in 4 years. But limited action for 2 whole years, so.
It's a 1.
Okay, it's a 1. All right. Runs, he had 12 last year. 103 in his career. 44 was his best year.
That's
It's
a
2.
1.
That's like a 2 or 1. Yeah, it's very low. It's very low and it's very pathetic and it's very sad. And it makes me sad. Could his RBIs be just as bad? He had 16 last year.
Yes.
Yes. You want to give him a 2 for that one too?
I mean, do we see anything here that tells us he's gonna?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm calling it.
It's done.
It took a... Oh, okay. You gave him a 1. I thought it was going to be a 2 for pity fuck, so here's 14.
Okay.
That was great.
Yeah, that's a new standard of awful. Well, here's his teammate Brian Anderson. What the hell he able to?
I just accidentally named him Brianna.
That's okay.
Oh shit, hold on 1 second. I forgot to log my hours at work today. So I'm going to do that.
Me too.
You're funny.
No, I don't work.
I barely work, so let's say 3 o'clock to 4:30. Did you take a break? No. State Farm. Okay. Good. And all I gotta do is share my screen again. Hopefully nothing went wonky. We're good. I actually gotta move this. Oh, Lord. Give me this, the donation thing. God damn it. Alright. In the words of the guy from Super Smash Bros. Continue. I gotta find this screen. I feel like Brian Anderson doesn't have a whole lot of assets besides like his like mediocre average, like in the past. I don't know. He's just hasn't really wowed me with anything. And looking at these stats, I feel like there's a reason for that. He's a lifetime 266 hitter. I'd be more inclined to give him a 4.
Yeah. He's off to a good start.
Not bad. On base percentage, lifetime 349, 345, 342, 357, 337. I think it's a 4. He's a pretty consistent around that 350 range.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Slugging, I'm assuming he lacks. 431, 465, 468, 400. See what his expected was last year. 425. He's expected his 429 over his career. He looks like he's just below average, so 3. Home runs always been somewhat of a weak spot. He had 11 last year, so that would have given him like mid 20s. Averages 19 on a season.
Yeah, I mean he's got 20 to 25 in him.
4 then?
3.
3? I was trying to judge your optimism. Okay.
Not that optimistic.
Okay, you're just trying to find a.
I mean, this is like, is he like a last pick in the draft, or is he in the free agent pool?
I think he's a fill-in, possibly. Does he still have outfield eligibility?
That I don't know.
He could be like a 5th.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think he's played there in a while.
28.8 strikeout percentage last season, but a 22.3 overall.
Split the difference and call it 25.
Which
so that's a
3.
That's a 3.
Stolen bases. He has 7 in his 4-year career. 0 last year. 5 the year before. It's like a 1 or 2, depending on how nice you want to be. Okay.
1.
We're not being nice tonight. Runs. He had 27 last year. Would have got him around 70 or something. He had 57 and 87. He's not exactly an inspiring player. Probably around the 4 range.
He will at least hit the middle of the lineup, for what that's worth, in Miami.
I just feel bad to give him worse ratings. It feels bad. He did have 38 RBIs last season.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, 66 and 65 the years before that, and 78 on a 162 game average. So maybe he's just got some guys getting on base or something. Some fucking Jonathan VR head ass. Like a 4 for being 9.
Isn't Jonathan VR in Toronto?
I thought he was. Let's see. He has a Marlins hat in this picture, but he was traded mid-season to Toronto, I guess. Okay. So for like half the season, he had Jonathan VR head ass, face ass.
Ass is the operative term for Jonathan VR.
He had 1 year where he stole a lot of bases with the Brewers, and then it was just kind of like, dude, will you get the fuck out of here? Just get out. Like, we thought he was gonna be our fucking like future and shit, and he was just not. God damn.
Los Angeles. This phenom taking the role of leadoff in Oakland, filling the shoes of Ricky Henderson.
And Phil, he will
See if he can do it.
with that fucking basement low strikeout rate though. Actually, it's not that low. I guess
It's pretty low.
it's good,
Pretty good.
but it's not even in the top 10% of the league, which is hard to believe. Look at that fucking spread chart, dude. I love when you can count the hits. That really inspires inspires you, us, them.
He didn't play that much. I think he tore his quad, swinging really hard on a home run.
His one of three. He's a lifetime 274 hitter, but hit 194 last season.
Yeah, he's played long enough that we can kind of ignore the 100 at bats last year.
Yeah, he averages 7 home runs in 162 games too. That's attractive.
Yikes.
He's like he's actually like a 5 because he's a lifetime 274. That 1 year where he hit 302 was like 2 trains passing in the night. It's just like perfect. The stars aligned. The Titans from Tartarus escaped their confinement. That's a
I think you're just
Disney's Hercules reference. Anyway,
I thought. Okay.
Lifetime 330 on base percentage. So we'll go with 3. I have to go get some water real quick. My throat is rather scratchy. I'll be right back. Thank you for indulging my need for a reprieve. Slugging. Lifetime 372. It's not very good. What does that equal out to? Like a 3, 2. It's trash.
Have we had one? Have we had one that low?
Alberto Mondesi?
What was his?
That's just a guess. His was a a solid 1. He might have been like in the 200s though.
So Amondis' expected was 348.
He had under 3. Wait, am I looking at this right? It says the slugging was 416 last season.
For who?
Alberto Mondesi. So how did he get?
Oh, well,
How did he get a 1?
maybe the actual might have been, but the expected was much lower.
Oh, okay. What was his expected? 3?
Yeah, 348, and that was 10th worst in the major leagues.
Okay. And his actual is 372, and his expected was 390.
Yeah, Andrews.
Yeah.
So maybe a 2.
Okay.
I mean,
Better than Mondesi.
Yeah, I don't know that I expect him to slug more than Mondesi this year, but I mean we're splitting hairs, so
Yeah. Not very much power, I guess, is the takeaway. We already talked about him averaging 7 home runs a year. His highest year is 20. Um, Ironically, the same year he was caught the most, well, second most time stealing. He was caught 15 times one year. Elvis, maybe we should
Really?
cool it.
one.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
He has
Strikeout
no
rate though.
power.
Strikeout rate.
Yeah, that's great. That's a solid 7 at least.
Okay. I'm picking up what you're laying down.
Steals.
Yeah, 3 last year and 31 the year before. And then 5 the year before that, and then 25, 24, 25, 27, 42, 21, 37, 32, 33.
Pretty consistent.
32
Sort
years
of.
old. Is he like a 6 for stolen bases? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if he's healthy, he'll get at least 20.
Okay.
I don't see why not.
No, because some years he randomly gets 5. I don't, and he's 32. I don't know. Whoa. 11 runs last season, but 81. 88 in a 162 game average. Highest was 100. I think we can comfortably say 75 to 80 some. So like a 4. Ooh, the RBI numbers. Let's look at this baby. He averages 30.
Yikes.
He averages 30, you know? That is 0. It might be a 0.
It's like a negative.
He makes Jose Alfaro look like a goddamn batting champion. Goddamn top of the world triple crown winner head ass. Secretariat's face ass. Oh my god, what the fuck? Holy
Yeah, that's not to his advantage.
No, it sure is not. Although, like, you know, he might be like a budget little pickup here. Grades out the same as Max fucking Muncy.
It's just not going to be exciting because it's basically he does nothing all week, including strike out, right? And he might steal a base, maybe.
Just sitting over here, growing a beard, slowly dying, waiting for him to hit a fucking RBI. Maybe today will be the day. There was another Josh Bell in baseball. He paid from 2010 to 2012.
I thought for a second I had messed up the sheet, and I was like, "What?"
Do you know where Josh Bell went to college? Trick question. It was
Yes,
Dallas
it
Jesuit College Prep. Were you looking at the page? Because no one should know that.
I was just gonna make up some stupid shit, actually.
Mississippi Valley State.
Yeah, that's where what's his name, Taquan Rogers or whatever, went to
The Jerry
wide
Rice.
receiver.
The Jerry Rice that we're talking about. or
I'm just making shit up.
Pringle
Yeah, it's Jerry Rice.
McCringleberry. Or, you know, Pringle McCringleberry. Is that his name?
What's that from?
Fucking the East-West Shrine game.
Oh yeah.
Pringle
The Isaiah
McCringleberry.
T. Billings Claude.
Bullshit bomba dagabala. He just starts making up words. I don't think the bit's that funny.
Bush
but-
Velociraptor Malloy.
Oh, okay. Anyway, Josh Bell, 261, 226 last year on a horrifically bad, like historically terrible team.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably a 4. He's probably hit between 250 and 265 with upside though.
Let's see.
Oh god, that 305 on base percentage last season. Do you expect him to be higher? Oh, you're gonna look at his advanced stats here.
Higher than 275?
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay. He's got good exit velocity. Hits the ball hard 69% of the time. If you're gonna hit the ball hard, you might as well do it 69% of the time. his on base percentage lifetime for 349. He's at expected 305. I'm sorry, real of 305. His expected was 289 last season with 353 on his career. So he's average, I guess, for. I love to hear the one keystroke because that doesn't mean that means I'm not crazy. 466 average, 364 last year, but a gaudy 569 the year before that. So he probably grades out a little bit above average. His launch angle last year was 5.9 from 12.9. That will very likely fuck up your shit. But his 92.4 exit velocity was very high the season before, and 91.7 is pretty good. I would assume that we could probably say that now on a new team, a good team with good players, Juan Soto, he'll probably be more closer to a 5 than a 4, but he's kind of been a 4 outside of the last year or 2 years ago. I would think that he'd probably play up there. Home runs is a tough beast. He has averages 25. He had 8 last year, which would have put him around like 20. But he had 37 the year before, 12 the year before that, and 26 the year before that. And then in 45 games, had 3. So, split the difference?
Yeah, I'd give him the low side.
I'd say
That's
like the 25 to like a 4.
Yeah.
What's his strikeouts like?
he used to be okay.
Yeah, pretty good. And then he had last season. But I feel like his numbers were really out of whack last season.
Mm-hmm.
Bad. The launch angle is just like, what? It's not -4. It's not an Alfaro territory. It's not Juan Pierre slapping the baseman fucking territory. But you ever see that movie, Yes Man? Or
No.
no, what is it called? No, it's called I Love You Man. So he's getting married to this girl, and he doesn't have any friends, so he goes to find a friend, and he finds one they both like Rush, and he's gonna go see Rush with his best friend. He's trying to explain who the band Rush is, and he puts the song on. He starts playing the bass like air bass, and she's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He's like, "I'm slapping the bass, man. I'm slapping the bass, man." He just starts yelling. It's really great. It's actually pretty. That scene is funny. Anyway. I would tend to we should not do that at this time of night because we just get goofy. This is just goofiness. Strikeouts, I don't know. He could be a little bit better than the league average or quite a bit worse. So do we just split the difference at 4?
Yeah, I think he'll probably go back to his career number.
That's more like 5 then, right?
It's 19%, which is average.
Okay.
Slightly above average, but
Okay. Were we on stolen bases?
this is
I don't think Josh Bell will be stealing any bases this year. A pox upon me if I'm incorrect. Averages 83 runs this season. Had 94 in his best season. Probably better lineup. What's his slow as shit?
Well, the good players will be hitting in front of him, not behind him.
Right.
So
4. But
Yeah.
don't fret. This means that you can have better RBI numbers.
yeah,
He
Troy
did-
Turner and Juan Soto is a pretty good group to hit behind.
I tend to give him more towards the 5-6 category. Probably 6. He could hit 100. What do you think? He had 116 in 2019 with goddamn some guy named Dave hitting in front of him or some shit.
If he can stay hot, it shouldn't be a problem because they're going to be on base all the time.
Who do you have there? Like Starling Marte, who is probably suspended.
I think Marte's. I don't think he's been in Pittsburgh for a while.
So he
Is
had
he?
Newman. I thought it was just 2020 where he switched over. Newman.
Oh, maybe so.
Fucking. Where is fucking? I know he like got in trouble for spousal abuse or drinking and trashing into shit. But that third
He
baseman.
got eaten by a dinosaur.
Oh my fuck! No, that third baseman from like Korea.
Jung Ho Kang.
Yeah, Kong.
Jung Ho Kang.
Yeah, what? He's just. He like was good for like a second, and then he was like, "Well, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go crash into shit while drunk." So bye.
Yeah, he was a big beefy Korean.
If there's anything I like about my Koreans, it's when they're big and beefy.
Yeah, but yeah, Newman got eaten by a dinosaur. If you don't remember.
Oh, Jurassic Park. Oh, I see.
Yeah, there you go.
You ever see the meme?
No.
It's when he's sitting at the table. I haven't seen Jurassic Park in a long time. When he's sitting at the table, and they say something about, we can replicate dinosaurs. He's like, he can replicate dinosaurs. He can replicate dinosaurs. See, nobody cares. So, it's like when someone's like just talking about some shit no one cares about, and then they say, see, no one cares.
So I've got this saying that I don't use very frequently.
Yeah.
But in baseball, there are two final stops. There's Kansas City, and then there's the house. You go to the house after you go to Kansas City, and Andrew Benintendi is about to go to the house.
Okay, can you explain the house? Is that like coming to God, coming to Jesus?
You're going home.
No. He's got. Look at his hit chart. Can you see the 3 hits? Can you see the 3 hits on his goddamn hit chart from last season?
Let's see. He actually had 4. I don't know where the 4th one is.
It's like right. Maybe it's right underneath another one or something. But
maybe.
Tom Waits has a song called "Come On Up to the House," and that's what that reminded me of. He has this great saying in the song where he says, come down from the cross, we can use the wood." And I think that Benintendi could use several pieces of wood to create the biggest bat of all time to help him out. He's got a 103 batting average.
He's going to need it. It's not a rosterable player.
Well, if there's something, a bright side, his expecting batting average was 122, not 103. So.
Maybe, yeah, he's rosterable. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about.
What round was he drafted in? Because you got to just be sitting there like, oh my fucking god, this is the worst investment since Colin invested into fucking AMC stock.
You mean, Hulk?
I tried my best. So he's a lifetime 273 hitter.
You cut out. Was he a leprechaun?
He's a lifetime 273 hitter. And then I didn't know where to go from there.
Well, I guess he got hurt last year, so let's maybe ignore last year.
How do you ignore the elephant in the room? So I mean that puts him at like a 5, but that's I mean,
yeah, I mean he's last year is not indicative of him.
But
the
problem is he had 40 and 41 doubles. I mean, expect that number to go down quite a bit at Kaufman, as opposed to Fenway.
Yeah.
How was
he?
Last
year he did have a 21% walk rate.
Well, he's
in 52 plate appearances.
He saw 229 pitches total. So. Those 4 hits, guess how many of them were off fastballs?
6.
Every single goddamn one is the right answer. His expected on base percentage from breaking pitches was .031.
He whiz.
Well, I mean, it's hard. He didn't have that many ABs or anything, but he actually hit the curveball super well in 2019, as he did the sinker. But the changeup fucked his shit up. So I don't know. This is hard. I would tend to say that he's probably more in the 250, 265 category as opposed to above that.
Yeah, I gave him a 4.
Yeah.
On base.
Career 353. But if we expect his batting average to go down some, he could maybe walk more if he keeps up that legendary 20% walk rate or whatever the fuck.
He's outpacing Juan Soto in walks. Yeah.
It's like a 4-3. I don't know. Oh, all of a sudden we're being real charitable. 435 slugging. That's like a 3. His doubles look really good, but the home runs I think is where he. Also having 1 double and no home runs, but I guess the plate appearances were pretty low. Yeah, he's got below average
Yeah,
power.
he's probably banging a lot of balls off the green monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna get like, I don't know, teen home runs, which puts him in like the 3-2 category, I guess.
Let's say 3.
He got a soft spot.
He was a big prospect.
He got a soft spot for Andrew.
He was a big prospect, so.
He averages 134 strikeouts a year.
God.
It's not that. There's a lot worse out there. There's a lot of people with 200.
Well, he had a couple years there where he was at 17%, 16%. So
he has exactly 400 strikeouts. So, are you just talking about how he went from 16 to 22.8 to 33? Oh my God! And somehow still manages to average out at 19.
I don't know what he's gonna do. I'll say a 3.
Okay. I don't know. I assume generally across the board his production is going to be asshole for a lot of reasons. He averages 93 runs per season. Kansas City's lineup contains Hunter Dozier, Salvador Perez, the ghost of Alex Gordon.
Stolen bases. You missed stolen bases.
Thank you. Oh, okay. So he's averages 18. He had 1 last season, 10 before that. I don't know. He's probably going to be like a 4. Let's say 4. Look at the man of 4. Say he gets 50.
Wow.
What's his sprint speed? Do they even have
50.
That 15.
I don't know.
15.
Oh. Yeah, I don't see a sprint speed in 2019.
That's because it doesn't exist.
Last year
26.6.
wouldn't qualify.
That's it. Which is not exceptionally fast. He's slower than Rob Refschneider. According to my research, he's slower than Rob Refschneider.
Okay. I don't know who that is.
He plays for the Twins, it would seem. I have to squint and look at his little picture here.
And he's 53 out of 66, so that's a really good rate. So he's a good base stealer.
All right.
Albeit slow.
Slow.
Well, maybe he's kind of like Jason Worth. You know, Jason Worth wasn't fast, but he had a really good stolen base percentage because the Phillies were cheating. Anyway, runs.
My dad hates Jason Worth. First of all, I hate the way he spells Jason with a Y. But my dad always called him Jason Worthless. He's always wondered how he started in the major leagues. I don't know. I don't think he was. There are some of those guys like Brett Gardner who I always thought sucked, but he's really not as bad as I think he is. I think he's still starting too, which is just mind-boggling. But whatever. I think he'll probably have like 60 to 75. I think it's more like a 3 in the run. There's just not. They just better hope to God they can pitch. RBIs, his best year was 90. He ain't doing that. Probably the same as runs, 60 to 75, I reckon. 3. 27? God.
You went in the wrong box.
You wilded out there. And I was all concerned that I was going to be all over the place. So you heard it here, folks. Skip over Javier Baez, go straight to Andrew Benintendi. You're welcome. John Birdie. God damn, we really are doing it. Okay.
This may surprise us.
Yeah. What's his first?
Yeah.
I can't find him. Where is he? Oh, John Birdie.
Yeah, don't leave the H out.
I just put in Birdie and my computer was just like, I don't want to look at it. I didn't.
He's handsome.
I thought he was a catcher. Who the fuck? What? He plays.
You're learning.
Yeah.
So he's really fast. He's really fast.
He makes not. Okay, wait a second. Hold up. Are you
It
watching
draws a
my
lot
stream
of
at all?
walks. No,
Okay,
because it would probably crash my computer.
that's an excellent point. I'm bringing my laptop for you tomorrow. You're gonna remind me of that.
You don't have to do that.
Well, I'm gonna. I also still have that $20 you gave me, and I'm gonna put that under the lid. Anyway.
Thanks for the surprise.
Well, you know, it's like Christmas. We had a thing in Milwaukee. We called it Saint Nick's Day. It happened like a week or two before Christmas, and you'd get like a stocking with like Christmas presents before Christmas presents. It was like, ooh, you get a little bit of a taste. The unfortunate part for you is I don't have a present for you beyond that. But there you go. Anyway, he's really, really fast. Like how fast? He makes fast people look not fast. 29.3 is pretty fast.
97 percentile, 92nd percentile in walks. That's a good combination.
I do see a lot more hits on this spray sheet than Andrew Benintendi. So, but let's talk about his average, I guess. He's not bad. He's actually probably, he's between a 4 and a 5.
So, question here. Is he going to be a full-time player? Because he's never had a full season.
I didn't even know who the fuck he was, so...
I'm assuming he will because Miami is goddamn awful.
Wait, question. Was it you or my dad who picked up this motherfucker to try to get some stolen bases to beat someone last year? It was like, oh my god.
That was me.
Okay. Oh.
And it wasn't... I think he actually got some, and so did fucking Miguel Rojas, which I was not expecting.
Is that their catcher?
That's their shortstop.
God damn it. So they do not have him listed as a starter here.
Okay.
Dickerson, Marte, Aguilar, Duvall, Anderson, Rojas, Diaz, Alfaro. How could I forget? We just did Alfaro. How could I forget that he's their catcher? But Isan Diaz looks to be their second baseman.
So,
how could you say that about Adam Duvall? How could you say that?
I'm assuming ESPN has him ranked because he's probably going to steal 30 bases without even starting.
Yeah.
But for our sake, I think we should just delete him.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Since he's not playing.
It's going to be goddamn impossible to properly rate someone who will very likely not play. So
he's a fascinating player because, I mean, if he played full time, you're looking at 50 steals. You know, with all the walks and a good average, I mean, he could be valuable, but oh well.
Mark, did you see it? I fucking did it.
What did I see?
I fucking did it.
What'd you do?
I deleted the row. I deleted the row, so now everything is...
No, I was looking at John Birdie. How'd you do it?
You go into the row. You fucking farted like a savage. You go into the row, and then you just put delete row.
Wow. Okay.
Wait, hold up. Condition... Oh, that's kind of cool. You get a frequency table for all the stats. So like we have 114 and like you can see the bell curve and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at, without destroying this, how to just make the formula fit into the one column. But I was seeing if I could do that real quick, but it's beyond my capabilities. Anyway, we're on Bob. You think anyone would call them? Is it Bohm or Bomb or Boom?
I believe it's Bohm.
Yeah, so nobody's calling the Unabomber.
Thanks.
Or like
so.
you're the bomb, dude.
The Unabomber.
Unabomber. Hey man, I just popped a Bomer.
That's better than Reese McGuire.
Who's Reese McGuire?
Blue Jays catcher, the one that the Braves organist played.
Oh
yeah.
Did he get imprisoned for it or something? I forgot the specifics. But
I was arrested, I believe.
Oh, okay. It's like him and Pee Wee Herman Wilden. So, Mama, boom,
Not much to go on.
338. I don't know. These numbers make him look like a goat at batting average, but I'd probably assume that he's more towards like the 285 region.
Let's look at his minor league numbers and we'll see.
Why do that when you can look into a crystal ball, dude?
Well, you may see something you don't want to see when you look into a crystal ball.
Like,
Amen.
like a naked fat guy.
Yeah, maybe. So, in 2019, he hit 21 home runs, batted 305, OPS at 896. 2018, it's a rookie ball, but he batted 252. But we won't count that. I'd say about a 280 is probably safe.
5? Yeah.
Gets the ball hard enough, and he's pretty fast, sort of above average speed. So
It's like a 5. I just realized that our range is kind of big for 5. It's literally
Is
like
it?
265 to 300 is 5. I guess we
I
could.
thought it was 265 to 380 or 280.
You're
That's
right.
4.
You're right. Yeah. 4 is 2. Never mind. He's a 5. That's all that matters.
So above 285 is a 4. Yeah. So
Above 250 is a 4. I'm confused. It doesn't matter.
yeah, 250 to 265 is a 4. That's average.
265
Yeah.
to like 280, 285. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And over 300 is 6.
Yes. Okay.
So his strikeout to walk numbers are pretty good in the minor leagues. So I expect pretty decent on base percentage.
You could go average, like with a 4, or above average with like a 5. What did he? What was his walk rate last year? A little bit above average or average.
8.9.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, this is going to be pretty much the U show here because all we have is one season and know nothing. But he's a pretty high prospect, though, right? I mean,
Yes, he is. Big prospect.
hitting with Bryce Harper and your boy at catcher, and I don't know why he's still playing baseball, Andrew McCutcheon,
Reese Hoskins, don't forget.
the walk machine. You ever see that that stand up? I don't know. He's like a fat Polish guy, and I don't. He may not even be Polish, but he told this story about him. So he was at like Florida State or something, and he was taking this Russian class, and he was going to walk out, but the teacher, who I guess was like a student teacher, said, "I need to teach this class, and if you leave, I don't get the credit. I really need to have this class, so can you just stay in the class and I'll just give you C's?" He was like, "Yeah, sure." So they went on a trip to Russia, and essentially all he did was get hammered the entire time. But he fell into with the Russian mob. This is just a story. I don't know if it's true or not. But he walks in on the Russian mob, and they say in broken English, "Who are you?" And he only knew a few words of Russian, and he just said, "I am the machine." And they said, they just went, "The machine," and they just drank like for a week straight, and they're like, they're doing shots with the machine, so they just kept on calling him the machine. So the walk machine, or the machine, in this case.
It's a fascinating story.
I have to. We'll watch it. I just have to. I don't know what the fuck the name of the comedian is, so that might put a wrinkle in our ideas here. Slugging though.
That Polish guy. 2019, he was 518 in the minor leagues. So I'd guess about 500.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, well, he's
Pretty good.
his metrics sort of back that up, even though this sample size was limited. Hard hit percentage was 84. It's pretty good.
That make him a 6.
A 6.
Yeah, because 450 is a 4, right? So
Mm-hmm.
500 is like a 6, right?
We'll give him a 5 then.
I like the way you think. I'm still just not into you because I don't even know where you're getting these minor league numbers from.
Baseball Reference.
Okay. Now that I know, I actually have to do something.
I've got it right here. Home runs, he's not.
I thought it was pretty middling, if I remembered.
He seems like a doubles hitter, like a lot like Jason Worth, actually. So,
Jason Worthless, please.
he wasn't that bad.
Was he that good? No.
He was okay.
Let's say he hits like, what, 25? He isn't hitting any bombs.
I'm guessing. I mean, based on his minor league numbers and his, 11 doubles last year, I think he's still going to have a lot more doubles than homers. So
Right.
20 to 25 is probably where he's going to fall.
Mm-hmm. Like 4.
Maybe 20, maybe 25. Yeah. He doesn't strike out very much. In the minor leagues.
in the minor leagues. He struck out 97 times in. Oh, that's a projection. Sorry. He struck out 36 times in 44 games, 180 plate appearances.
Yeah.
So what's that rate?
It's almost dead average.
Okay.
It's I think a 4.
Okay. Does he steal
He's
bases?
He's got skills at the plate. On the bases, no, not really. No.
No.
2019, he stole 6 out of 10. So that's not his game.
So like a 2.
So that's probably a 2 because he's young and he's not really super slow. So
he's hitting behind some really good people.
I don't know who he's hitting in front of.
Well, let's find out, shall we? Phillies projected lineup.
Phillies projected lineup.
He's hitting in front of. Well, they project him to hit second. I don't know if I'm sold on that. Are you sold on that?
That he hits second?
Yeah, in the lineup?
If he's...
I thought that was like a prototypical Bryce Harper or Rhys Hoskins spot. Harper probably third.
I thought Harper was third.
Yeah.
Harper was third and Real Muto was fourth. But yeah, if he's hitting like we're thinking he might, yeah, second seems fine.
They projected at 75 runs, 78 RBIs.
Well, it's a big difference if you're hitting in front of Harper and Real Muto or behind them. So,
you want to just
because if you're hitting in front of Reese Hoskins, you're just
he'll move you
walk
over.
to second base.
He'll move you over.
So I don't know. What'd you say?
Let's
5?
just give him 4s for both. Fuck it. It's like 75. I once had a friend in middle school named Zack Rutz. He's a big kid, built like a fucking stack of newspapers. But
is that good?
I don't know. He's a big kid. Like a stack of newspapers in like a recluse's house. Like someone who just never cleaned for like 40 years. Similar to my room.
Stack of newspapers.
I think I'm going to start saying that now. Anyway, but he was the worst athlete I've ever seen. And he was on our softball team. and he got doubled up on a fly ball to like center. He was on second, and he was like at home plate, and never went back to second. And they were just like, "What the fuck?" It was the most awkward thing I've ever seen. He also was on our basketball team, and he was he rode the bench, but they had like a team, which was a 7th and 8th grade team, but like A team Part B tournament, and so he was playing all these kids who were like 4'5", and he was like 5'10", and when he was 13 years old, he just fucking scored like 30 points on these kids. It was the fucking saddest thing I've ever seen. These poor kids are like, "Oh my god, what do we do?" And our point guard was just like, "Yeah, we're killing these kids, so I'm just gonna keep on feeding this guy." And it was something to behold. But I had the highest scoring game at that point on the season, and then he got it, and then I got super fucking salty because he was acting like it was some big shit, and like he should be like unseating me or something, you know. He's a good kid though. I think he's kind of a trumper now though. So
God
works in mysterious ways, like mental deficiencies and brain tumors. Anyway, Jackie Bradley Jr. I can tell you something about me and Jackie Bradley Jr. I don't want him on my fantasy team.
For including defense, and we should.
I feel like if you like, what do they call those dogs? Like retrievers or whatever, the ones that go and you shoot a duck out of the air and they go get the duck and bring it back to you. I feel like if he was like, if Jackie Bradley Jr. was a dog, he'd be a retriever, you know? Like he'd go get that.
Pretty brutal.
He'd get that duck and bring it back like immediately. No, this is like more about his like defensive capabilities, you know? Like
Right.
Like just he's on it, you know? That is supposed to be a compliment, and I can understand like saying that he's a dog does not sound particularly positive.
It sure doesn't.
But I mean, like,
I got it.
Look at Sif though. He could be like Sif, just put the bat in his mouth, just like he puts the sword in his mouth, and if the bat is anywhere near the size of that sword, his chances are looking pretty fucking good. Unlike these numbers I'm seeing here. 283 average last year, but he averages 239. His expected batting average last year was 230, possibly because he has a 4.4 launch angle and 88.3 exit velocity.
I'm listening.
Lifetime 239 hitter. That would put him at a 3, sir.
You're not buying the 283?
I think I'm buying the Lexi Luna life-sized sex doll before I buy into the 283 for Jackie Bradley Jr.
That's a good point.
Which I'm not buying. Well, I'm not buying that.
Well.
I'm not saying never. I didn't. The word never crossed my lips. We got to see how far those sex dolls can get, you know, in their abilities. If they can play video games with me, you know, maybe we're on to something.
I don't need them to embarrass me. I just need them to do their thing.
You mean like sexually, or just like the actual video game thing? Just be like,
both.
Wow,
yeah.
that's how long you can go.
Yeah, I don't need them to be speedrunning Dark Souls or anything.
When I'm already speedrunning sex.
Oh God. Okay.
Maybe we should do this at night more because I'm fucking on it at night, dude. His on base percentage lifetime is 321. I've seen better on base percentage in an outhouse toilet in a shitter hole. That's not true. That's not. I mean, it's not terrible. I've seen a lot. Where's Alfaro? But it's not great. It's definitely not great. He is not talented with the bat. I think we can say that pretty. Is he still in Boston? I don't know if he's been signed yet. Because I thought that the Brewers actually were checking in on him.
He hasn't been signed.
I throw it out.
We can't rate him.
It says finding a fit for Jackie Bradley Jr. Still without a team with spring training. Yep.
Okay, we'll delete him then.
Okay. I don't think he would have been a
Yes.
fixture on anyone's team anyway. Oh, don't look at this. I'm not stealing content. Don't be mad at me, YouTube. I was just tabbing for a friend.
Do your thing with a row.
Just right-click it and delete row. Ooh, Colin. It's your time, bud. We're doing the MVP, Michael Brantley.
The MVP. What?
We were playing Xbox one time, and the guy's gamer tag was the MVP, Michael Brantley, or some shit to that.
Maybe it was a real one.
And Colin was like, or it was like Michael Brantley for MVP, and we were just like, that's really who we're pushing here? I did not know that the Brewers actually drafted Michael Brantley. We probably traded him for a nice box of shit. So that's good.
Is he back in Cleveland now?
No, he sure isn't.
No.
Dude, I think it's kind of cool how they actually have on the hit chart. They actually have like it's Minute Maid. It's actually the stadium. That's really fucking weird.
Yeah.
Pretty unimpressive statistics, almost all the way around, other than his lack of striking out. But in terms of the
29.
percentile rankings they have in this, the average.
2019 is good.
Yes. Is that when they were still cheating?
2019, probably.
Yeah. Okay. Well, his launch angle is consistent, and his velocity is relatively consistent. So I think the numbers that we have are probably the numbers you're going to get, more or less.
Let's.
But his expected batting average was very low compared to his actual batting average.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I was thinking he'd been in Houston longer, but he was in Cleveland 2 years ago. So, which is good. So we can look at the old numbers with some confidence then. So his career, why am I looking at his strikeout rate? I don't know. Batting average is 300. So that's he'll bat over 285.
Do you think he'll bat 300 or 290? Give it a 5.
Under 300.
Okay, 5.
Because he's slowing down.
Next is on base, right?
Right.
364, 354 average. Expected last year was 314. Expected 354 over his career. So,
pretty constant. He is the MVP.
Holding steady like a dial tone.
Amen. Slugging 452 expected for his career, 440 actual. We can expect somewhere between 440 and 480. I reckon.
So we just gonna give him the slap the 4 on that baby?
You want to?
Hell yeah.
Home runs.
Pretty weak. Pretty weak. 3 or 2. As you say, he's slowing down.
Well, he doesn't need to be fast at a home run. We just came off 2019 where he hit 22, so but that's still not very many. So
by slowing down, I didn't necessarily mean his speed. I just meant
Oh.
production. I apologize.
So, 3. 3?
3.
Strikeouts are interesting because last year he came up quite a bit, but he had that one year at 9.5, 1 year at 8.6.
And
So
9.5 is real juicy.
it's an 8 if he gets that. 15 is not though. It's a solid 6, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
At least
even with the rise,
his career's 10.6.
maybe we give him like a 7. Want to give him like a 7?
Yeah, that's what I would say.
He's got 2
I was
eyes.
going to say.
He's no Bill Hall.
I don't know who that is.
He's our center fielder with the Brewers. Every
Oh
year they
yeah,
said he was
right.
going to get better because he got LASIK eye surgery, and nope, just hit
Yeah.
200. Just hit 200 the next year anyway. And we were like, okay, maybe it's time
Yeah.
we part ways, Bill. Um, he had 2 stolen bases, 3 stolen bases the year before that. What's his
Yeah. I
sweet
think the magic's
speed?
gone there.
Yeah, yeah.
I think he had some knee injuries too.
But did he have
So
both knees injured at the same time? That's the real question.
yeah, don't put me on the spot.
Let's put him a 1 or 2 for stolen, but probably a 1. I don't think his stealing days or in the cracked rear view. I'm making a lot of music references that I don't think anyone gets. Cracked Rear View was the first record by the band Hootie and the Blowfish. Um,
Interesting.
it has what's his name? He had country hits. What's his name?
Lenny Kravitz.
He is an African American country singer. He covered Wagon Wheel. The fuck is his name? Hey, Mama Rock Me. Darius Rucker. Darius Rucker was the lead singer of Hootie and the Blowfish.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, this matters to literally no one. Averages 85 runs on a season. Pretty much, I don't know. He had some weird run years, but he's been hurt a lot. I would probably say like a 4. Probably more 75 is safer. That lineup is probably looking not as sexy now that George Springer has exited the building. But you do have Alvarez. So if he's staying healthy, I think that looks pretty decent.
RBIs I expect about 75 to 90, so I expect about 80 maybe.
Then he's in the same boat. $32.
Why is it putting him in the other column? I don't understand. I can't do anything right.
I don't know. It's just to me. Whoa! It totaled it to 64 in the next column. Oh, that's okay. That's what fuck. Is it because it's thinking like it's gonna total it, but it's not totaling it?
Maybe I'm highlighting it too far. I'm highlighting
That
the
could be.
total column too.
Yeah, that could be. Chris Bryant, a Colin favorite. Let's talk about how he spells his name with a K. I don't like that.
It's not his fault.
Well, slap his mama then.
He had a bad year.
Well, welcome to Chicago. I just feel like, oh my god, I didn't mean to do this. I feel like, and I've said this on multiple occasions, he's just being utilized so badly, but maybe not because his numbers are just fucking piss. Look at this. This is piss. 69 sprint speed though. What a fucking legend. Dude, this is piss.
Oh damn! Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
He did hit 4 balls to the fucking moon though. On God. He hit him to the moon. And then he had this weird triple that somehow made it out of the building, but was not a home run. So, weird.
Well, this is an interesting player.
Interestingly bad?
Well, no. Before last year, he was pretty damn good.
Uh-huh. He was MVP one year, so.
He sure was.
My dad is under the impression that he should not have been, but he was also on his fantasy team, so I think he was happy at the time. 121 runs that year. I don't know. He's probably pretty good. Any Hooser Badilli. Averages 280. I'm assuming that 206 did him no favors there. I would assume last year was more of a blip. You know?
Yeah, it's only 147 plate appearances. That's nothing.
Yeah, I'm thinking he was probably not going to hit 280 last year if he had a full season, but maybe he could have been like a 250. His expected batting average was the bottom 10% of the league, though.
Yeah, it was bad, and it was for real. I mean, there was something wrong. It wasn't just bad luck.
And his exit velocity has never been good.
11 percentiles. That's John Birdie territory down there. Pretty bad.
John Birdie's over here like, and I don't even have a full-time fucking job. And he did like he didn't barrel balls. Let's look at the breakdown of pitches. Could not hit a breaking ball. 241 on fastballs. 400 on off speed. He looks to be pretty good on off speed pitches generally, but the breaking pitches are trouble.
So, I think what we should do is take his career and just knock it down a notch.
Okay.
You know, so
the world is good at doing that to me, so why not to Chris Bryant?
oh, you'll be okay.
You're
smart. You're smart and talented and hardworking. You're going to go far.
Thank you for the vote of confidence.
Well, it's the truth. So he's a career 280 hitter. So let's say below 265, which would make him a 4. It's not going to be 206.
Colin tells me he had an ongoing quad injury, never was able to really come back. Well, I know some people who don't have any arms that play fighting games, Colin, so I'm sorry. Maybe he should fix his quad. Did you resign? You didn't even resign him. Why are you defending him? Anyway. So 280, I mean, he's probably like a 4 then, right? Knocking him down a peg.
Mm-hmm.
380 for on base percentage. He's a 4 then for on base percentage. Slugging is 508, so he's more of a 5 than a 6. Home runs, he averaged 31 per 162, but he's done only 30 twice. 29 the other time, so pretty close. Probably in the 4 instead of 5 or 6 territory, I guess. Okay, strikeouts.
This was never good.
Never great, yeah. Like 3. I don't think this one kind of qualifies. I think he can stay at the 3, right? Stolen bases. Pretty non-existent. Had 0, 4, 2, 7. If he's still dealing with a quad injury, I don't imagine he's still going to be running very much. So that's like a 1 or 2, depending on how nice you feel. Yeah, fuck Chris Bryant. Averaged 111 runs a season. 20 last season. He missed about 25 games. 108, 59, 111, 121. He seems like he scores a lot of runs. I'd like to think that he wouldn't be leading off next season. Like, why wouldn't like an Ian Happ or... There's got to be somebody else, right?
Well, no. I mean, Ian Happ was playing there last year, and he wasn't leading off. So,
but I just don't understand. I just don't understand the reasoning. Like I know that he scores a lot. So here the projected 2021 lineup, it has Happ, Rizzo, Bryant, Contreras, Baez, Peterson, Horner, Hayward. I don't see that happening. I would imagine Rizzo would stay at 3rd. He was hitting 3rd, is that correct?
I think he was hitting 2nd last year, mostly.
So they expect Ian Happ to lead off. But the question would be why?
That would make more sense. He's faster.
It just makes like a world more of sense. I think honestly, Javier Baez, because of his inability to like be a leadoff hitter, just hurts them so bad.
Mm-hmm.
I think they need to kind of cut bait with that. They already got guys who hit in the 2, 3, 4 hole. They don't need that. Hayward maybe leading off. I've hated Hayward his entire career. I'm sure I would not be agreed with by Mark because, Braves fan.
The problem with Hayward leading off is that he has heavy platoon splits. So if you have a lefty starter, it's going to be kind of tough on that day to get the offense going.
His run totals have always been good over his career. Well over the hundreds a couple times. We don't know where he's going to hit, though. I think that where he could be like a 6/6, he's probably going to gain some more RBIs. They kind of project him to have 90 runs, 78 RBIs, which would be like a 5 and a 4. But I think you could have more runs or more RBIs. It could be like a 5 and a 5, and just kind of call it what it is.
Mm-hmm.
31.
Let's
Thanks.
see if I can.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now, I love this. I love this because we get to talk about Lorenzo Cain. People are talking about him. Like, so they'll be like, man, I really don't think that the Brewers are going to be very good this year. And they'll be like, but Lorenzo Cain is back. And then, like, your initial reaction is like, okay, so he's bad. He's not the Lorenzo Cain who won World Series and shit. So, honestly, he's probably just taking up space at this point. What is happening? Hello?
I'm here.
Okay, my page was not loading for whatever reason. Okay. 34 years old. Yeah, no home runs, no stolen bases. Somehow he hit 333, probably because he had very few at-bats. Oh, Mark, guess what?
What?
Negative 3.7 launch angle last year. Yeah, this is not a very exciting person to speak on.
You just got anti-homer syndrome. He's a great player.
No. Simpsons? No. All right. Well, since he's such a great player, let me hear it.
Okay. Well, his career average is 288. Got at 333 last year, which would have won him the batting title if he'd had like 200 more at bats.
If he didn't have 21 plate appearances, yeah. May I ask you what he hit in 2019?
What?
What did he hit in 2019? 260.
260. Yeah.
Yeah.
But was that expected was 292? Yeah. How about that? So that was just a blip. It was an aberration.
No, I think that he's getting old.
The 292 is very much in line with his career 288. Makes sense. So, he did get a little older, as we all have.
I've stayed exactly the same age. Don't ask my back or my intestines or my brain that, but
right.
Are you just punching your desk?
Oh, I'm doing the rally the troops. Whatever.
I thought it was more like
he's going to bat too.
A queen. You got mud on your face, a big disgrace. That's what it kind of
There you go.
Yeah.
So he's going to bat 285.
Okay, he's a 5 then. He is a hot 5. What about his on-base percentage? I bet it was pretty good over his career. Tell me more.
348 over his career.
Pretty average, but 429 the season before, though. Oddly, okay, never mind. Yeah, that 2019 season was totally shit for him, but he got a Gold Glove. So
yeah, I'd guess. Look at what is his walk rate. 8.3. Nothing special. So,
average. He's average.
It's not. Yeah, it's a 4.
Slugging percentage over his career is 413. His expected slugging last season was 527.
There you go. That's six,
His
7, 8.
average expected slugging
Well,
over his career is 432. That number gets boosted down a little bit to about a 3.
3.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Home runs. This is where he shines. So
Shines like a smashed light bulb in the Mariana Trench.
so
Actually
he's
hit 5 one year.
his career high is 16 in 2015.
He's not even legal.
He's also hit 15, 10, 11. That's double digits 4 times in 5 years.
He did get the age of consent in Georgia, though. That's impressive. There's been years where he's almost had as many triples as home run.
It's a solid 2.5.
Are we going to get the first 2.5?
No. Funny.
Strikeout percent. Last year was 9.5. Previous to that, it's around 16.4, so he's better than average. A little bit.
Yeah, that's 5.
5. Are you going to tell me that this person is decent?
That's what I told you to begin with.
18, 30, 26, 14, 28, 28, 14, 10. He could probably get like a shitty 15. He could be like a 4. I don't know. What's his sprint speed looking like? 31. How the fuck he be stealing bases though? Although this may have been based on few at-bats last season.
I mean, 26, 30, 18. I'd expect 20. And that's more.
I think 15 is more reasonable.
I don't know where you're seeing 15.
I see 15 because last season I looked at the man and he was old. Okay. And he basically spent an entire season off. I'm doubtful.
I mean, you're looking at, to be honest, one of the best base stealers over the last 5 or 6 years in the major leagues. So
I just don't think Lorenzo Cain from 2015 is the same Lorenzo Cain as 2021. If you want to give him a 5, you go ahead and give him a 5. You draft him. You put him on your goddamn team, and you put him against me every week. Okay?
Yeah, this is like I had to let you take was it Dansby Swanson because hands off for me. So the steals look really good, and I don't see 15. I see at least 20.
Okay. Give the man a 5. Give the man a 5. I'm doubting though. Runs. He averaged 88 a year. 75 2 years ago. 90. Our lineup is not great, to say the least.
I'll allow that.
Let's see what they have. They have Colton Wong, Kane, Yelich, Hura, Narvaez, Garcia. Oh my God, they have a starting Travis Shaw. Are we starting Travis Shaw and Orlando Arcia?
Well, I mean, if his own base is a 4, his stolen bases are a 5, which I know you don't agree with, but it's 80 at least, right?
You're talking about his runs?
Yeah.
Okay, he's a 4. His RBI numbers suck balls, though.
Yeah, it's going to be probably a
3.
2.
2.
I was going to say 2, but...
Yeah, 2, that's fine.
Okay.
$31.
MVP, Lorenzo Cain.
Michael Brantley's already doing that. I'm sorry. There's no room for...
I was referring to Chris Bryant, but him too.
Okay.
Tied with Pete Alonso, Lord Scoriel, Jose Altuve,
Lord Scoriel.
Michael Conforto, Lourdes, however his name. It's a tight pack there in the early 30s, low 30s.
Can I tell you something about Cole Calhoun? He's one of the players that you know how I unreasonably hate things for no reason?
Right.
He's one of those guys. It might be because of his average being asshole for like 4 years.
Can you wait just a second?
Yes?
I have to go get a taco.
Colin, did you try to get back into the fucking, the shit? Why can I hear your fucking silverware from 3 rooms away? Boo-doo-doo.
Okay, I'm back. You still there?
Yeah, I was playing my music and like playing the fucking synthesizer with it. Sorry. Do you know how much money Cole Calhoun has made in his career?
I don't know. How much?
$36 million.
God, that's a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah, last year he made 6. To be shit.
He's got power.
His slugging is good.
It's ball hard. Well, no, he doesn't. Never mind.
No, it didn't.
He's got power. The batting average, career 248.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Puts you in the 3 category there, Cole.
Mm-hmm.
Launch angle's low, high. Velocity's bad. You expect to get some power. Strikeouts about league average. Walks are good. Batting average bad. On base percentage, it's going to be low because of his fucking low average. It's going to be like a 3. It's not really his calling card. He has a career 429 slugging. Expected slugging last year 519. Actually slugged 526. His expected slugging is 449 over his career. His expected slugging was in the 87th percentile last season, though.
Mm-hmm.
Are we thinking he kind of just played up a bit?
Well, I think he's got real power. It's a question of whether he can make enough contact.
I think he's got real muto. Yeah. I mean, he batted 226 last season, was still able to have a 526 slugging. He's a 4 or a 5 for me. I don't think his slugging's bad. It's definitely his best asset, like his power. No. We have 16 home runs last year, yeah. His 162 game average for home runs is 25. 16, 33, 19, 19, 18, 26, 17, 8, 0. Let's see if he had any adjustment to his launch angle. It started at 11.6, 14.9, 12, 12, 14, 17. I think he's going to be hitting more home runs if he keeps the launch angle up. Even if his exit velocity isn't particularly exciting. I would guess
24.
25 plus. Strikeouts. About average, right? 4.
Yeah.
He did have some rough years, but I think he's probably about average. Next, we got stolen bases. I imagine. What's his sprint speed here? 31. He has stolen. His 162 game average is 5. 30 in his whole career. Probably like a 2. Are you wanting to give it a 1?
That's what I was thinking. But
I'm fine with either.
I don't want you to lose sleep today.
We should tossing and turning. We fuck call Calhoun. His run numbers are pretty decent. Is he still with the Diamondbacks? Yeah. Diamondbacks projected lineup. What boppers they got in? Ketel Marte, David Peralta, Christian Walker, Eduardo Escobar, Carson Kelly, Nick Ahmed. Okay, I guess he's out with Arizona anymore. He must not have a team, yeah?
Is he not?
Calhoun.
This is embarrassing.
Yeah, this is embarrassing because Arizona Diamondbacks Cole Calhoun to undergo knee surgery for meniscus tear a day ago.
A day ago.
Yeah. I imagine that would keep him out for the season, right?
No, that's not serious. That's just arthroscopic surgery. So that's probably like a month. Well,
it says
I guess we can knock his. Huh?
Yeah, it says he'll miss the start of the season, which I guess we would probably project easily. I'm not excited about this player in the fucking first place. So, if we thought he was gonna get like, I don't know, 80 RBI or runs or something, he's probably gonna get closer to like, I don't know, 60. 60. I don't fucking know.
Well, it's an injury, so we'll assume a drop off. So 2 or 3.
Give him a 3 and then 3 for RBIs. Don't want to be too critical, I guess.
Knock home runs down too. That's okay with you.
Yeah, and then knock the stolen bases down to 1. The knee surgery is going to affect that. I feel bad because 10, 13, 17, 18, 21, 24. On one leg, he's outdoing Alfaro and Adames. Sorry, Cole. You were looking okay there for a minute. Yimer! They're playing! Yimer! You know, I've always said nobody holds a candle to Candelario.
That's true.
It hurts my feelings when you don't laugh at stupid shit I say.
Oh, I forgot. Sorry. There you go.
Thank you. Well, he's been in the bottom 2% of the league for expected batting average and the bottom 7% of the league for weighted on base percentage. So, yikes! Wow. Oof. Okay. Shit. Didn't kick over my water. So expected batting average was 277. He hit 297. He is a career 235.
Yeah, he's been pretty bad. Mostly.
Been good the last 2 years in terms of average, though. Last year. Sorry, not 2 years. It's not that that's 303. It's a pretty big difference when it's 203.
So, what it looks like to me is he's a pretty big pile of nothing. who had a little bit of a flash last year.
He was hitting home runs for me, I think, for like a minute. Like exactly 1 minute. It looked like a great pickup for a second. Where the fuck is that? Shit. Give me 1 second. What the fuck? Is it under here?
I don't know.
This is big shit time. I have like a dispenser for mints. I was feeling the need for one, and now I can't find it. Shit. Anyway.
I thought you had lost an expensive computer part or something.
Yeah. I wish. This is much more devastating than that.
Oh, sorry.
Life is rough. What can I say? Jesus Christ. He's on the ground somewhere? What the fuck? My life is in shambles. Anyway, what do we expect from this man?
Nothing.
And yet, he still disappoints.
Yeah, he's I mean, he's been in the league 5 years, and he just had a couple of good months, and he had a little stretch in 2017 where he did almost the same thing, and then he dropped off big time when he had full playing time. And his only full season is 2018, and he was just awful. So 2018 is sort of my yardstick, my yard light here. So yeah, I don't think he's rosterable, to be honest. He's a free agent.
He might be rosterable at times, maybe, but overall the player is not very good, unfortunately.
We need to just delete him.
Delete him?
I don't think he's worth rating because I don't think he should be drafted.
Yeah, sure, if you think so.
It's up to you.
Do I have to work my magic?
Do
I have to work my magic on the sheet now?
No, he's still there. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, his metrics are good, so I mean, let's just do it. Okay. So his average 230. Let's say 250.
It's a 4. All right.
On base, career's 326. So let's assume 340. Slightly better.
We're giving him average or below average on that.
Where does average start? Where's the 4?
I think we've been keeping 350 about a 4.
Okay, well that's a 3.
Okay. All the numbers have a little bit of, sliding room.
Mm-hmm.
He had 503 slugging.
So career is 395. His expected slugging last year is 469, which is well below the actual.
And his career expected slugging is 380.
Yikes. So that's going to be a 3.
Uh-huh. He had 7 homers last year.
Yeah.
So that would be like
Had his chance.
17.
Yeah, it's still not good.
No.
It's like a
2, 3. I guess 3, 2.
to be nice, I guess.
He,
Strikeouts.
3. What's this man's sprint speed? Average.
Dead average.
He's stolen 7 bases, 4 years. It's like a 1, 2.
So 1.
Okay. Runs. He averages 77 on a year, but he's had 78. Would have had like 75 last year. That fucking lineup is just crap.
Yeah, it's not going to take much for him to stay in it. So
I feel like they're so
stay
bad
in the middle of it.
they're so bad they exceed expletives. You know,
It's sort of like
I just call them crap, for God's sake.
it's sort of like Bobby Higginson.
I thought
He
you
used
were
to
gonna
play
say
for the Tigers.
Bobby Hill.
Yeah, well, him too. He was like, and Dean Palmer, and they were not great players, but they played for the Tigers, and it, you know, they got their runs and RBIs because they just hit in the middle of a major league lineup. So, 75, maybe.
I feel that.
Maybe that's too much.
It's a 3 or 4. Okay. RBIs I think will be less. So 3. Maybe not. It's kind of right in line last year, but then 32 the year before that, and almost a full season 54. Lord, my heart. 13, 16, 19, 23. Alberto's got a friend.
Yeah, maybe he's rosterable after all.
Well, I don't want fucking Alberto, so. I'm assuming, and I have no reason to suspect this based upon the numbers I know, but I believe Mark Canha will be very similar to all the other players we have rated from Oakland.
Not very good.
Probably good power numbers, terrible average numbers. Oh, not really that at all.
Yeah.
I mean, not a lot of power, still the average is pretty bad. Lifetime
so
249. Expected average lifetime of 245. So he's basically a below 250 hitter.
yeah, he got his role because of his second half of 2019. But he's 32 years old. He's never played a full season, and there's not much here.
His popularity is up 43% according to Baseball Savant.
Probably a lot of people are rating him on Twitch right now.
I'm not sure about that.
So maybe just 2, or three technically.
And everybody rating at home.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So 249 hitters. So that's around under 250. So that's a 3.
Yeah.
Right?
I want to give him a 3. So on base lifetime 340, expected last year of 345.
Got a good walk rate.
His walk rate is good, so I'll give the benefit of the doubt on that one. We can bump him up to a 4, even though he falls below the line. You know what I'm saying?
4. Sure, it's not a 5.
Let's see this. Lifetime 340. Expected lifetime of 338.
Okay, it's 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slugging lifetime of 445. slugged 408 last year and was expected to slug a little bit better at 413, but expected 436.
Yeah, it's a 3.
Man, we live just on almost the average with this man. Home runs, best year was 26. He averaged 23 in a 162 game season. Man, he's like a 3-4 master. He would have had like 13 home runs or some shit last year, which is fucking not good. I would probably say 20s. Probably like a 3 or 4, right?
Yeah, 3.
Strikeouts. Jesus,
Right.
he's just the fucking everything is 3-4.
He's average, yeah. But yeah, that's another 3.
Okay. Stolen bit. Will he be? He has 17. No. He had 4 last. He actually had 4 last season, and 59 games. He had more than he had the 2 seasons combined. The last 2 seasons combined.
Sounds like a 3 to me.
He could steal bases. Runs averages 81. Had 32 last season, which puts him in line for like 75. So 4, right? I don't know. He had 80, 60. It's hard to tell. I mean, 2019, he had about 80. RBIs, average 75. 33 last season, which put him about same range. Never had 75, though. 58, 52. I might go with a 3 on this one. $26.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Anderson. Very similar players, actually. It's
Yeah,
kind of like
you're
living on the margin. This one's going to be a tough one because he's a huge prospect. I believe everyone was chomping at the bit in St. Louis to get him up. But what can we say about him? He has a 0 WAR, so. Well, I guess we're gonna have to bring up other statistics.
Yeah.
Minor league statistics. At all levels. I don't even know how to read this fucking shit. There's just shit everywhere.
Yeah, 2019, 292, 914 OPS, 20 steals, 26 home runs. Pretty good.
Sprint speed is 74 percentile.
Pretty good.
He was 14 of the top 100. He's got pedigree.
Mm-hmm.
Not like Triple H.
Uh-huh.
You're welcome. I got a wrestling reference.
You got an You got an uh-huh. You're right.
Yes, sir.
So here as a minor league average was 260. So I'm going to guess about 50 for the major leagues. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I think he's capable of that. Walk rate's decent. It's not terrible. About 10%. So 350 on base for the minor leagues. So I guess something around there, lower maybe.
His walk percentage was bad at the majors. His average was bad at the majors, so his on base percentage looks really bad. But I would think that he'd have a better, hopefully, whole season.
Yeah.
This might be like a flyer candidate. He's got tools. I mean, he's not with Andrew Benintendi in Kansas City, so he's not going home yet.
4.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just listening to your minor league numbers because I can't. I looked at the minor league page. I can't make heads or tails all their gray fucking spaces.
Okay.
And shit.
So his career slugging was 431. Oh, what happened? 431. 2019 though it's 542. So I'm gonna guess he had a really good 2019. So I'm gonna guess anything before that because he's just young. So 22. So I'd guess he could slug around 500.
That's ambitious.
Hey, he can do it. I don't see why not.
I mean, that's like a 6. I mean, his home run numbers are going to be relatively low, right? Or is he just a doubles hitter?
It's about even. He's got no. He had 47 home runs and 81 doubles in the minor leagues.
Okay. Does that make him like a 6 with slugging?
A 6? Well, that doesn't sound too good. 5 sounds better.
Okay. Because, I mean, it was over 500, which is like a 6 based upon your approximation.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't want to give him a 6.
Okay. That's going to distort some numbers. Are we doing like 4 for home runs?
Yeah, I think he's 20 to 25.
Uh-huh. Strikeout rate, what do we got?
You see, it's in 2019 was about 116 out of 562, so that's way into the 20s.
So is he
My
average or
calculator.
below average?
That would be below average. That'd be like a 3.
Okay.
And then in the majors, he kind of continued that. So, didn't he?
It was like
29% last year. So yeah, that's 3, and that's being nice. Maybe a 2. No, 3. Let's say 3.
Uh-huh. Stolen bases potentially could be good.
Yeah, he's I think 10 to 20 is pretty safe. Good range, but
do we see him do anything in the minor spring training yet?
I haven't been to St. Louis lately.
Okay. They project him batting 5th on this website.
Uh-huh.
Why is Tyler O'Neill starting for them, according to this?
Because he's fast. He is fast.
He also bets 229. Stolen bases, what are we thinking?
15.
That's it? I thought it was like fast.
I said Tyler O'Neill is fast.
Right.
What are you saying?
But I thought this man
Stolen-
was also fast.
He's not that fast.
Okay. He's like a 4 fast.
Tyler O'Neill's top 1%. Tyler O'Neill's top 1%.
Is he built?
So yeah.
He's a big guy, isn't he?
Yeah, his father was a bodybuilder, and he's basically a bodybuilder too. So yeah, he's jacked. He's quite an athlete.
It's pretty nice, you get a father as a bodybuilder. I got a drunk. Love you, Dad.
Well,
all I got
your
from
father's
him
good at
was his wit. I
lots
guess.
of stuff. So steals, I guess, is that a 4?
Uh-huh. He's batting 5th according to this, so I would think that his RBI numbers would probably trump his run numbers, but
Yeah. So what do you think, Leon?
You're looking at the minor league numbers. I ain't got nothing to work with.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's hard to tell. I mean, just based on what we think he's going to do in terms of hitting in his lineup, we think he's going to hit okay. He runs pretty well. Who's going to drive him in?
Fucking Tyler O'Neill, dude. Let me look at that lineup again. I saw Tyler O'Neill and okay, so behind him is Yachty, Tyler O'Neill, and Harrison Bader.
That ain't much.
Yeah, Dylan Carlson, they project to have 67 runs, 65 RBIs.
But he's not exactly locked into the 5 spot. That could change.
I would assume that is true.
So, what do you say, a 3?
Yeah, for sure.
RBIs.
3-4.
RBIs. 3, 4. Which one? 3 or 4?
Give him a 4.
Let me know.
4.
Sorry.
You're pushing your limits over here. 31. 8.
Am I?
No. 24, 27, 31. Oh, oof. Starlin Castro. So, with the eliminations, we did like 14, right? Is that true? 'Cause I thought we were at 70.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah, 1, 2. We deleted 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We had like 15 or something, right? Well,
Yeah, we have
deleted 2.
we have exactly 100 to go. We're at 85. We have 185 players.
The batters seem like it's obtainable before the 14th, possibly.
Maybe.
We do some work tomorrow.
Yeah, I actually have to go because my friend's coming tomorrow. So.
Oh, now you gotta get ready for that. What you making tomorrow?
I was thinking about red beans and rice, but maybe my friend wants something else, and
that sounds good.
I can make anything he wants. Okay.
I do like Louisiana type cuisine, so sounds like.
Yeah, I made it before and it turned out not too bad. So
bomb tit tomatoes.
Tit tomatoes? What now?
I said bomb tit tomatoes. I don't really know what those words all mean together, but.
If you want some bomb tit tomatoes, I'll make some bomb tit tomatoes too.
I don't like tomatoes. I was saying like it came out bomb tit tomatoes, like it came out really good.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, right, yeah. It tasted good.
Your meal was a smoke show.
Yeah, smoking the pole. Amen.
Nope, that ain't it. Nope. No, sirree. No, Bob, sirree, Bob. All right. So we're wrapping.
If you want to.
What? You just said you had to go because you had a friend coming over tomorrow. I thought it was also funny, but because it's me. I thought that was like your one-liner you were going out on.
Oh, well, I just say shit. I mean, I don't know.
All right. I could keep on going.
I guess he's coming. I don't know.
I am. I mean, yeah.
I mean, we could do one more player.
Why stop at Starlin Castro? You're right.
I mean, yeah.
Remember when he was with the Cubs and wasn't like actually looking at the ball? He's looking at the outfield.
Well, I mean, we can do any player. We don't have to do them because when we rank them, they'll just go into the number ranking. So,
I don't know where Starlin Castro is playing.
Isn't it Washington?
Yeah, is he starting?
I think so. I think he had a pretty good year last year.
If I ain't mistaken, I believe he had a pretty good year. I think he did.
Yeah, I protected the start. And then, oh God, how do you feel about them starting Carter Keyboom at fucking third base?
He's a big prospect.
Yeah, I prefer Ben Boom. I've decided I'm just taking the whole Nationals roster. Soto, Bell, Schwarber, Castro. That's it. Give me them all. Okay.
So he I guess he got hurt last year.
Well, let's career batting average of 280 on the nuts.
Mm-hmm.
He's
It's
kind of
pretty consistent.
He's been living in that area for a while now. He's like a 5. And with his low walk numbers, I think we should suspect that those numbers aren't really going anywhere. Line drive, ground ball. He had a high launch angle in 2019. I'm sorry, was that 2020? But his velocity sucked balls. We expect that he's not going to be a fucking home run hitter anyway. Yeah, that's about right. On base percentage, pretty much does nothing by the way of walks, is like half as good as the major league average in walks. Somehow was not in the bottom like 10%, which is mind-boggling. He may have just not qualified. Probably. He has a career on base percentage of 319. Someone needs to tell Starlin that he batted 300 in his career. How the fuck did you get on base percentage of 319, you jackass? The fuck is that? Like Earth to fucking Starlin.
Is that a 3?
It's pretty bad, yeah. Slugging, career slugging of 414. Once again. Slagging.
Yeah.
I sloppy motherfucker. Yeah, he's got like a, I don't know, is that like a 3 for slugging? He's had pretty decent double numbers at times, and actually in 2019 had 31 doubles and 22 homers. With, if you would have told me that he had 86 RBIs in 2019, I don't think I would have believed you.
I think the career slugging is drugged down a little bit by his 2013, where he had 705 appearances and had a 347 slugging. So if we take that out, he's a lot better.
He also had 600 appearances and had a 375.
Yeah. So the last couple of years look better. So maybe a 4.
I don't think it lost him to a 4 though. I think he's still at a 3. But
okay.
Home run numbers. He averages 15, which is like a 3. Strikeouts. He's pretty good. 18.1.
Yeah.
So he's average or below average.
He's well, except for last year, he's a little bit above. I mean, I think it's a 5.
Wait, how do I have 2 of these?
Well, I guess we can include last year and say a 4. Is that right?
Yeah. He has a 26.1 sprint speed as of last year. I would not expect very many stolen bases out the man, but probably like a 2.
Runs.
Average 73 per 162 in his career, 68, 76, 66, 63, 52. He's not really hitting it ahead of the lineup, though. He's kind of in the back end. I don't think Yan Gomes and Carter Keyboom are going to be ending up with too many RBIs this season. They projected with 58 runs.
Yeah.
Were you just mashing numbers into the cell, or are you actually looking something up? It sounded like you were pretending to type. Like a 3.
Yeah. Okay.
His RBIs are worse. No, they say it'll be better. I guess Josh Bell and Juan Soto will be getting on base in Trey Turner. There's no way. Here's the problem. They expect Victor Robles to lead off. I don't. That can't be. There's no way that can be. Cooking with
Not for long.
Victor Robles' numbers are awful. His like projections in terms of percentage are terrible. I'll give the motherfucker a 3 for RBIs too. I don't know. It's gonna be like 50 some or something. I don't know. 26. I imagine the people in front of him are going to be on base a lot, but
Let's do one more. Let's do Nick Madrigal, because I can't stand it any longer.
I thought you did Nick Madrigal already.
In my head.
I don't even know where the fuck he is on this list. Oh, well, he's at the top of the goddamn list on this shit. With Tommy Listell and Scarrett Stubbs.
Yes, he can blow his load right in my face, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, goddamn.
Maybe I'm exaggerating.
This is your time to shine, and I don't have really any statistics, so it's just
okay.
your
So
time to pitch Nick Madrigal.
So Nick Madrigal has, in his minor league career, his walk to strikeout ratio was about 7.9 to 4.5, I think, something like that, which matches Tony Gwynn's major league strikeout to walk ratio, which is the greatest in modern baseball history. And that is the minor leagues, I get it, but nobody in all of professional baseball had a strikeout to walk ratio like Nick Madrigal, and I can't tell you the last time anybody did except for Tony Gwynn. It's a legendary. He's the best contact hitter in terms of putting the ball in play in professional baseball. And I think it's so, like, the number is so skewed and so severe that it will carry over into the big leagues. Last year, he was 6.4% to 3.7% walks, which is still, it's more strikeouts than walks, but it's still incredibly good. So he does not strike out. He's very fast, and he puts the ball in play. So he's a consistent, in his college and minor league career, he's a consistent mid 300s hitter. And he proved last year that he batted 340 last year. He proved he can do that in the major leagues. I don't expect it to change because strikeout to walk ratio is, again, it's my favorite statistic because it's the one that is most likely to carry over from the minors to the majors or from one level to another. And it's very easy to read and understand. And so when I look at his 340, I recognize that he's young, but I think it's going to stick. And I think it's safe 7 for his average, at least. Are you there?
Yeah, I was just the stage is absolutely yours.
Oh, okay.
You're the Nick Madrigal fucking master.
Well, you can disagree anytime. So he doesn't walk much. So the O base is not going to be much higher than the average, but I think the average is going to be really high. So, 376 on base, what does that look like? Is that a 5?
Uh-huh.
He is not going to hit home runs. I'm doing Manuel Margot. What am I doing? I'm so excited. I picked the wrong player.
7.5, right?
Okay, he's not going to slug much. It's going to be mid to high 3s. He might hit 400. So just by virtue of his average and his speed, he might get a 3 or 2 or 3 maybe.
Yeah.
Which one?
Give him a 3 because you're very excited about this, and his home run numbers are going to be fucking atrocious. So.
Yeah, that's a 1. Strikeouts are an 8 though, and he's going to steal a lot of bases.
99%.
No, he's not that fast, but
77th.
77th. But he has a good track record of stealing. So I think 25 to 30 is safe.
So is that like a 6 or a 7?
I'd give him a 6 because he's a rookie. And then runs, he's going to hit ninth, but that's in front of Tim Anderson and the rest of them. So 5 maybe.
I put up a 5 to the camera.
And RBIs should be like a 2.
It's gonna be like
He's not going to drop in many.
Yeah. That's a 37, I'm pretty sure.
I wasn't fucking around, and I believe every number of this.
Well, I have no problem with the ranking, but I think this requires you to put your money where your mouth is.
I absolutely will,
You're
and
gonna-
nobody else in the league will. So
You're
it's
going to end up
not
with
going
the
to take
Madrigal
much.
Fletcher squad. And you will win categories in the most disgusting of ways.
And I think that he is actually, because he didn't play that much, and so I think he's actually probably faster than what they're giving him credit for, because he's known for being a real burner in the minors, so in college. So I think maybe 30 steals might be low, but I'm trying to be chill about it. So. But yeah, I'd hate to give a prospect a 37, but I mean, my God, it's Nick Madrigal. What do you do? So, anyway, I'm done.
I'm done. Fucking mic drop. Gotta get ready for that friend that's coming over tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll talk to you later, pal.
I'll talk to you tomorrow. Colin, I'm gonna peep into the party again. So